Hello. How are you? Welcome. Welcome in. Today is Thanksgiving in Canada. So, what are you... My pillow. What are you thankful for today? I know that it is not Thanksgiving in the whole world, but any day to show gratitude. Somebody's disappointed with what the universe has to offer in the emotional realm. What's going on over here? Oh. Oh, okay. So I have a bounty of a garden. Something has been grown that was hiding in this deck. I did do a reading the other day that all the major arcana showed except for the Fool and the Empress, which was why all the cards are mixed up. This has a timeline of Thanksgiving Day, but it is a timeless reading and it is for the collective. So on the bottom of the deck here we have, oh, let me slide it over a little bit. The Three of Pentacles. So whoever was disappointed, whoever is pouting, whoever is trying to find support in what they've grown, was believing that they were going to have other people to work with. But maybe they've realized that it is their job to tend to their own garden, and maybe that's what they're disappointed at. This could be you, this could be another person. My readings usually tend to focus on you, but this is like being closed off to emotional support, trying to find your support from within. The Three of Cups is out there. It may be can I have one more card, please? The Lovers showed itself. Oh, my name is April. I don't know if I said that. So I have a Wounded Love. It came out like this on the table, like this one first and this one second. But I don't know if it shows like that. I don't know if it's backwards or not. How it looks to me is there is a wounded love. It's trying to begin again. Oh, so I have the Three of Pentacles and the Fool. Now underneath here, I have the Eight of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles. So for me, my steampunk tarot deck is the feminine energy. and my everyday tarot is the masculine energy. And this shows me that both the feminine and masculine energy are trying to work on this disappointment from what we have grown from the past, because we have been trying to initiate a loving relationship from a wounded space. So what does that look like when we try to offer love from a wounded space? That looks like that doesn't look wounded. Communicating a new beginning, but having to juggle two options. Trying to communicate what you'd like as a new beginning, the offer from the universe, but having trouble having that balance in the real world. So I have the Ace of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles. What does it look like on the bottom? What came out under here was, oh shit, the Page of Cups and the Devil. So this is a love offer coming in that is not right. It's not right love. And we have the strength to overcome the offer of love from the past. This is a cycle that keeps presenting itself through different people again and again and again. This has been offered 6 times. And what you want is your independence. Okay, let me see. How can we look at this some more? So I'm gonna, that's what it looks like from the masculine point of view, the masculine energy with inside your own self. It means the masculine is saying, I'm trying to communicate what I want in the universe, but I keep getting an option of, do I take this or do I take this? The love that is presented, I'm not seeing the bondage behind it. So this is happening because we're all trying to take on a love relationship before we actually, I almost said actually, but okay, that's not my accent. Love somebody. We're trying to take on a loving relationship before we even know somebody. Okay, here we go. Oh, the Star. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay. So on the feminine side, the wish is we haven't decided upon what we want as a destiny. The suggestion is we have to go within. We have a 2 energy on the masculine side. We have a 2 energy on the feminine side. The feminine energy is still having to root around in the darkness, and that's the truth. This dominating energy, oh no, it goes like this. The truth is that toxic cycle is an energy of domination. See, this Queen of Wands has a, I don't even know what that's called. The little whippy here. It's supposed to be for the horse, but it could be for other things. We are getting into a partnership with a person that doesn't allow us to have our own emotional feelings. This is where the disappointment is coming from. They don't let us have our own emotions. They want to dominate and control through bondage who we truly are. Now, there is calm waters up ahead for the previous version of yourself is how I look at the Page of Pentacles. I am an earth sign. And when I get the Page of Pentacles in my own reading, that tells me that that was who I once was. The beginner, the student, the one who is available to learn. And then this independence is actually going to put you into union with yourself. Because inside yourself, you have masculine energy and feminine energy. Now, we come back to the perspective. The Hangman is on the bottom of this deck. And the Four of Pentacles, Okay, I'm trying to feel the emotion of it. The Four of Cups, again, shows itself on the bottom of this deck. So the Four of Cups is the only dual energy coming in to the reading at this point. I do have a spiritual connection. I do have the Hierophant and the High Priestess. That may be the two aspects of yourself that you are marrying. Your spiritualness. You're bringing your masculine, spiritual, guru, understanding, what you've learned, the knowledge, the dedication, the motivation, all of the doing. And you're bringing it into union with all of the knowing, the deep internal reflection, the emotionality, the darkness coming into the lightness, because usually when the Hierophant is displayed on a card, the Hierophant is very bright. The sun and the moon energy within, and we're bringing those into harmony with the yin and the yang and the excuse me. I have two peeking out on the bottom, the High Priestess and the Wheel of Fortune. So this was peeking out on the bottom before I even took the Hierophant off. Here's that 9 sword, or here's that 9 wands. The 3 of wands and the 6 of wands. The victory is coming from waiting. In a relationship, we have to wait in order to get the beautiful relationship. When we are trying to rush through it with our inner knowing, when we're trying to rush through a when we're trying to rush into a relationship, instead of getting hooked on the person, we're getting hooked on the feeling. And this is where the disappointment comes from. Because once those feel good chemicals stop happening from the new relationship, from the the adrenaline of the touch from the trepidation of the how is this going to feel, or all the questions that you have of what are they going to taste like and what are they going to smell like, and remembering that smell later on in the evening and getting a rush of all those chemicals back in. Once that honeymoon stage is over, if you don't really know the person or like the person or want the person, then you're just staying in a relationship that is not for you. It's love from a wounded space. You created this garden on the energy of disappointment. What was supposed to be a group effort to work with turned out being only you were working. Only you were working. You're putting in the effort, you're putting in the effort, you're putting in the effort, and like 5 out of 3. No, 3 out of 8. That's like a imbalance there. You're doing double plus the work to make the relationship run. Because it's love from a wounded space. Because you haven't had the strength to try something different. If it looks, smells, feels, acts like the same thing from the past, you're accepting a bound love. The Lovers and the Devil are the exact same card. Let me look through it. Except for one is an angel and one is a devil. So are you actually taking on an energy from your higher self? Or are you repeating the lower cycle? Oh, they look a little bit different. Can I leave that open there? They look a little bit different. Over here, their fire is on their tail, and she's allowed to have her own fire. Over here, the fire represents the spark of light. The spark of life. This one has temptation. It has the fruit and it has the snake. But they're focused on each other. Are they? Really? Or am I just saying that? Where? Yeah, there you are. They're actually, she's focused on the angel and he's focused on her. And in the devil card, they're both focused on the devil. I smell a permanent marker. Okay, that was just an example. Oh, yeah, I smell a Sharpie. What's the time? Can I have the time, please? $10.34. So I'm tracking my senses. Okay, so I have on the table today, if you have created a relationship, a garden, a life from a space of disappointment, it's time to readdress your garden. You're allowed to pull out things that you are done with. You're allowed to plant other things where other things were planted. So if you say, let's just say, I've been working from a space of woundedness and disappointment and woundedness, you can communicate to the world. These cycles are not my destined plan. These cycles, what I'm being given, constantly looks like what I've been given before. I wish to tame the beast within so I can move out of these cycles of bondage and speak truly that I no longer wish to be dominated. Now be careful. I no longer wish. We have to be careful when we're asking the universe for something, because if we focus on I see the truth is that my relationships have been domineering and controlling, and I would wish for a new perspective on what is actually a disappointment. I wish to create an energy from my spiritual height that allows me to be in union with myself and an independent agent. I take the time out to go within, to bring this past version of myself out of chaos into calmness, so I may create the garden that I wish to create from a perspective where my disappointment where the new love is not a trophy to put on the shelf. I don't know where that part came in. I'm just trying to go with it. I'd like a new beginning. One where I have reciprocity. One where I will participate in my half of the work, but I wish for somebody to be balanced in partnership. Now for me, these two people, and these two people are all the same couple. And when we want a unionship, we have to create that inside ourselves before we can go and look for it outside of ourselves. If we are trying to create something with someone else, right off the hop, we are going to be disappointed because we have to create it with ourselves first. Becoming your own best friend is part of the plan. Like, you have to do it, or else you just keep getting confused. And you have to figure out how to plant another garden. And then you have to meditate. Go within. Go within. The Hermit card. You have to be by yourself. The universe is going to come and throw everybody out until you claim your own power, your own happiness, and your, this is it. That masculine energy and the feminine energy at the height, like this is from your higher self, this is from your highest position, and what they're creating in between them is that union, that happy home, that 10 of Pentacles, that everything you could ever ask for. But the card after that is 5 of Cups. Disappointment again. It's in a different way, but it's still disappointment. That's like remorse and regret, sadness, because you're mentally confused, more confusion about how to work with another person because of that imbalance. You have to work with yourself first before you can work with another person. And if you're not creating a relationship with yourself before you try and dedicate your life to another person, it is always going to come up as this kind of situation. Because you don't know who you are. You're going to let people push you around. You're going to let people stonewall you and push. I said push you around already. You're going to let them decide for you what is best for you. You're going to do things that are out of character because you want to keep that other person around, because keeping them around and the time invested is better than trying to start again with a person that doesn't offer disappointment. How do you know? If I keep taking disappointment, how am I ever going to know what an offer of love is truly going to look like from a lighted perspective? Well, you have to be able to find your union within your own self. Bring your yin and your yang together, your masculine and your feminine, your light and your dark, your day and your night, your secrets and your dreams. And you have to accept every part of who you are. This is also the Kundalini rising energy that the snake energy is the temptation, is the lower chakra. And the eagle energy is the higher energy. It's a higher chakra. So you have root, sacral, solar plexus. And then you have throat, third eye, and crown. You have to bring those two energies together to get into your heart. First of all, you have to bring your higher stuff and your lower stuff together to get into the heart space. And once you start emanating love out of the heart space, acceptance, kindness, caring, understanding, appreciation. I got no. Yeah. That's my lower self, not wanting to tell the secrets. Appreciation. Light, actually, like when you get into your heart and you start feeling how love is supposed to feel, you will automatically know that you were dominated for all this time. I don't know if this is just coming up because this is the cycle that I'm in. Yes. Now, I was in a very long relationship. Very long relationship. I smell deodorant. Deodorant. Okay. Back to where I was, please. Okay, I was in a very long relationship. Now, many reasons why this was cultivating disappointment. Many reasons why it was coming from a wounded space, wounded love. Many reasons. Too many to count right here. But the one thing that I knew I had to get out of was his parents chattering in on the money. His parents were able to make decisions based on being the financial support behind the union. Not cool. That was not an independent move. You're not independent. You're 30 years old, but you have to do what your parents are telling you. Like, it didn't make sense in my head, it didn't make sense in my heart, and it definitely didn't make sense on paper. It definitely didn't make sense on paper. There was never a decision that was able to be made as a group. It was always like out of our hands, which is bullshit when you're an adult. When you're an adult, you should have a say in your own life. So that was a big thing that I wanted. When I got into my next relationship, I wanted a relationship that was independent of the parental influence. But guess what? It was created from a space of disappointment. It was created from a lack mindset already. It was created from a place where I didn't feel I was collaborating with others, that I had to do all the work. And what I got was another relationship where the mother had too much say in the relationship, and that puts you into a rock and a hard place. Like, you look like an asshole for saying I don't want that thing, because that means I'm going to have to give in to the parental need to still create decisions. Now, if that's no strings attached, that's a totally different story. That's not what I'm talking about right here. What I'm talking about right here is people that are, so the first relationship is, oh, here's your car. This is your car. This is what car you're going to have. But you don't get a decision on it. You don't get a decision on the color, the make, the model. You don't get a decision on it. You don't... Everything's just handed over. You don't get to decide what you want. It creates imbalance in other areas. And I'm not going into too much detail about the other one because it's not an amicable breakup. Well, it was forever, but something got in the way. But yes, this is what the energy that we're looking at. Yes, this dominating, I want control, I want to bind you, I want my truth to reign, I want you to have whatever kind of love I want to offer you, if it's good or not. You should just accept it. The 2 energy is really hard. I got 2. Even this is not an easy energy. This 2 of Cups is not an easy energy. I also have 6. Oh, I thought there was another one. Reciprocity came out, and oh, the Lovers. When we have them in 3s here, it's like, that's when you level up. So 2s are masteries, but 3s are like the next stage. How I view tarot. I have an Ace of Pentacles and an Ace of Swords. So there's 2 energies that are coming in. One is earth and one is air. And we're trying to bring those into mastery. So we are moving out of earth energy and we are moving into air energy, and both of the ones have to do with manifestation, about getting your thoughts and ideas to come into fruition. The seeds, what you want, how you want to live it. The whole point is to become independent. To become independent on a physical, on an emotional, on a spiritual, and on a mental level. All 4. To be able to come into independence on all 4 levels will connect you to the ethers, which is the 5th. Sometimes you get connected to the ethers before you're completed all 4. Sometimes your spiritual path is what takes precedence over every other path. Like, this is how we're all on a different level of the game. Being able to communicate clearly our desires to the universe will help with so this could also look like many things coming in. And I know the lighting is horrible. I'm sorry, like every single time. But I need to be seen. That better? I don't know. I'm almost done anyway. Well, I've been ranting on for 40 minutes. So we got the disappointment is the highlighting energy here. The universe keeps trying to offer us love, but we're like, man, that's a third-party situation. That doesn't look very nice to me. Whatever you're sending me, I must have created this from a space of inner wounding. 9, 9. The Hermit came out also, but he's not on the table here. So this is mastering divinity. 9. 9 is the number of the divine. 7 can also be the number of divinity. Let's see. How are we going to... Thank you for having patience for me when I'm not posting. I'm going through my own hoops. Let's see what we can take from. Have the Ten of Pentacles and the Moon energy on the bottom. Your feminine energy wants to come into that happily ever after. Is that my energy? Is it my helper's energy? Is it being... Oh, it's... Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we have the 7 of Cups coming out. Now the 6 of Cups was over here, and the 6 of Cups was with the Strength card. The strength to overcome the options from the past. Now these options from the past are being offered in an illusionary state. But this one cup is in line with the sun. So you'll only be tempted from the universe so many times before you actually can pass the test. But what you have to remember when you get this offer, because see, when I flip it over now, all the other ones are upside down. And this one cup is available for that light to come into it. It's a death and a rebirth process to be able to get to your happiness. And the Empress there, the height of your spiritual, the divinity, that 9 divinity. I have 3, 6, 9 here. The victory is also here. So that the victory came out. What? 3, 6, 9. Happiness for the Empress because she has transformed. Just keep plugging down on your death and rebirth cycle. Just keep witnessing things that come towards you that are just too familiar. The person that is in the lighted cup doesn't feel familiar, doesn't make your nervous system go out of whack, doesn't slyly put you down in a half-assed fucking comment that's supposed to be a joke. It's not gonna happen. This person is not gonna do that. Okay, let's see. This is all the feminine energy. So the Hanged Man is coming out again. The 4 of Pentacles. Hold on, Empress. Hold on to your height. So you're getting a new perspective on what you want in your cup. The wheel has turned. The Wheel of Fortune was in the other one, and the Hanged Man were both in the other one. The 6 of Wands showed itself, and the Empress showed itself. Hold on. It's about to... the 12... This is a triple up. This is like, this is a number 4, and this is a number 12. So we're about to go times 3. Whatever, whatever energy you've been dealing with right now, where the perspective shift is going to elevate us times 3, because it's time for this wheel to turn so you can have the reciprocity. I have the Daughter of Swords and the Four of Wands, which is like the journey home for me. And then the Lovers is there. Oh, shoot. The Lovers from a wounded space. No. Oh, the cycle is closed. Woo! Like, I can't make it up that they're the same. They come out the same way from a different deck. It's the message. It's definitely the message. Soon. Oh, and you elevate from being the Daughter of Swords to being the Queen of Swords. It's so nice. It's so nice. Let's see. Where is this? Okay, can I see? What am I looking for? The Lovers. The Lovers. There's the World, the Sun. Ace of Pentacles and Ace of Cups is together in this deck. Still a mastery. The Lovers, please. May I please see the Lovers? The Six of Swords. The Devil. See, I can't make it up. The universe is helping us get past this energy. Helping us transform out of that wounded space. The Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Wands. So, the Lovers and the Nine of Wands has showed itself twice. So I look for the Lovers. The Lovers and the Nine of Wands are here again, and in between it is the Six of Swords, the Chaos to Calmness, and then this Devil card, which definitely is a transformation with this butterfly at the bottom. This turquoise energy for me has become the representation of the Empress energy. The higher heart, the truth of what love is. So, and then it says, yes, we went through that death and rebirth process so that we could gallop towards what new love is from a new space of truth. After introspection, we are able to become independent and create from a place from emotional well-being. 3 of Cups. I love you. This is a lot. This has been a big reading. Again, I don't know how to do a little reading. I feel like it's going to start hitting. If you're a feminine, do a womb cleanse. And if you're a masculine, Clear out all the people, all the frequency of the lovers that you had besides the person that you're trying to be with. Do a cleanse of the sacral. My name is April. This is what I have for you today. Let's start courting again to make sure we're getting into relationships with people that we actually value for their morals and their integrity, their goodness, their kindness, their truth. I love you.